All right, Nick, last offseason, last draft, the 2023 NFL draft, the Rams hit absolute gold with Puka Nakua, a guy a lot of teams passed on. He showed them by being one of the most phenomenal, productive rookies, wide receivers we have ever seen. The Rams lit the world on fire with that player. And it seems as if to Sean McVay, they potentially have done it again. Let's get into the article and we can talk more about this on the other side. This is from Rams Digest. It says, one player who can immediately be impactful for the Los Angeles Rams is wide receiver Jordan Whittington. Head coach Sean McVay explained that the team sees a lot of promise in Whittington and could develop into providing an almost Puka Nakua-like impact. Granted, Nakua's rookie season was sensational, but that does not mean that another rookie can't blow past his record. McVay spoke to Sarah Barshop of ESPN and revealed what Whittington could do as a rookie on the Rams' loaded wide receiver game. According to Barshop, McVay said, and while it would be hard to imagine Whittington playing the role that Nakua did as a rookie, Coach Sean McVay thinks the former Longhorn could make an impact this season. McVay praised Whittington's versatility as a receiver and called him a core special teams guy, saying he sounds like a really smart player. They can do a lot of different things, and that's very valuable for us. So it seems like Whittington can really have a huge impact on this team already, Nick. I'm curious what your thoughts are, but Rams fans, in the comment section below, the schedule has been released. There's a lot of great games upcoming this season. We want to know in the comment section below, what game are you looking forward to the most? Maybe it's a game that you're going to yourself. Maybe it's a game that you just really want to see the matchup. Let us know in the comments below what game you're looking forward to the most this season. But Nick, what are your thoughts on this potential big-time pickup by the Rams?
So, look, I think what McVay's saying here, he's not saying that he's going to put up the volume of stats. He's not going to have the statistical impact and the big plays that Nakua generated in 2023. I don't think that's what he's getting at here. I don't think anyone's saying that, right? But we're talking about impact, right? And coaches, but it's important to understand when they look at impactful players, they're not necessarily looking at guys who fill up the stat sheets. They're looking at guys who have an impact on their team and step up in key moments in the concept of their role. Right. If you listen to Bill Belichick, when he talks about impactful players, he'll talk about their gunner on special teams. He'll talk about their long snapper, for God's sakes. Right. And it's the same thing with McVay here with the Rams. When he's looking at an impactful guy like Whittington, he's not saying, hey, he's going to catch 150 balls. He might, who knows? But I realistically, that's not going to happen. Let's be totally honest. But in terms of impact in other ways, I think he will. And that's because Whittington is literally the nastiest human being to come out of the NFL draft who plays wide receiver in a long time. This guy lives for the dirty work. This guy is physical. It's tough. I think he loves blocking, that he loves blocking the running game or blocking for his fellow wide receivers more than he loves actually catching the football. He is willing and able to do the dirty work. He does everything and anything that the coaching staff at Texas asked him to do. He was productive in college football, of course. He caught 42 balls last year, 50 balls the year before that. So again, he can play. Of course, he wouldn't be with the Los Angeles Rams if he couldn't play wide receiver in some capacity. But in terms of his willingness to do the dirty work, to be a great teammate, to be an impactful guy, folks, this is it right here, right? And everyone talking about Ben Skoranek and being that kind of guy. And look, he was in a lot of ways, but Whittington is just a better football player. If you look at what he did for Texas than what Skoranek did at Notre Dame his time in college football, I think Whittington comes in and takes on the Skoranek role and takes it to a whole nother level, right? And I think that's exactly what we're going to see from Whittington with this Rams. And I think special teams is going to be a way he starts, but I see him blocking in the run game. I see him in certain situations as a receiver coming up big in clutch moments, because every single scouting report, every single analysis on Whittington is he is a tough SOB. He likes to block. He's hyper competitive, and he is the best teammate in the entire draft class. You talk about having an impact on your team. Whittington's a guy who can do it in a bunch of ways. Maybe not on the stat sheet, but he'll have a way to give the Rams more wins than without him. This was a great pickup by Los Angeles.
Yeah, Nick, and this is a guy who I think he fell to the Rams, had some injury concerns in the early part of his career, the first 3 seasons, but the last 2 seasons, he's been injury-free. That is when he's had his best ball as well, just being honorable all Big 12 twice. Then he's team captain in 2023. It's like you said, this is a great teammate. He's a great person to have on your team. You love to have the wide receivers that do the dirty work. Not many guys do that. But it seems like those are the kind of guys that the Rams really value. They want guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to help this team go do what they want to do. And that's win another championship. Let's face it, Matthew Stafford is not getting any younger, but he is a very talented quarterback. Having a guy like Whittington who can come out on this team and do the things a lot of people don't want to do, I think that's going to put the Rams in the best position possible to go out and win another championship. And as you allude to, getting, 1,000+ yards this season is probably not going to be in Whittington's wheelhouse. That's not what his impact on this team is. But doing all of these other things, being a strong special teams contributor, those are the things I think we're going to see out of him to make the huge impact on this team like Sean McVay is talking about. And that is what they're looking for. I think that is why this guy is a hidden gem. I think he's going to potentially bring a lot of value to this team going forward. I'm excited to see what this addition is able to do for the Rams team going forward.